It's August 3rd. It's like 8 p.m. man, and they've been hitting my head now for like 30 minutes after my last video or something. I don't know, man. Stop. This is what it's like all the time, all day, every day. Please stop. I just want you to stop. Fucking stop. I don't show you guys what it's like all the time because I don't like showing this part, but it's all the time, man. And shit fucking hurts so bad. They do this shit to my neck, my head, my abs. I just want it to stop. I really do. It's saying I'm not waking up. Claimant is what they wanted. Get the fuck off my fucking head, man. It just said React Whack is on the play cards whether I like it or not, but I don't even know what that fucking means. It says shit doesn't even make any fucking sense. Get the fuck off of me and leave me alone, motherfucker. I don't even think I'm gonna upload this. I'm just gonna fucking save it. Just said, Dale, we're not going to let you have, and then just stopped. And they said this is karma or something. They backed off a little bit from what they were doing before I started this video. They definitely don't like me documenting anything. Get the fuck off of me, man. They want me to drop a private corporation's name. I never even heard of this place before this started. Then all of a sudden they started, it's just like, I don't even know who these people are. It just said delete my channel. It's like I deleted it one time and it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. They kept fucking torturing me with the magnetism across my whole body, my head, my abs. That was the night that they tried to, oh man, that was a bad night. That was a really terrifying bad night. It's like they kept me up sleep deprived for 3 days on 15 minutes of sleep, if you even want to call that sleep. And then kept my body like under some huge magnetic thing feeling, and then induced fear. And I really think they do that just to get, they bring your fear way up, they get you act like, and then when you do finally, they sleep deprive you, get your fear way up, And then when you go to sleep, they split your mind. They got your heart rate pounding, and then they split your mind at a certain point and create an altar. That's what they do. That's how it works. That's what they do. That's why they do it that way. Get off of my fucking head, you pieces of shit. This is the part that I do not like showing this part. And then it's like, if you had any idea what I'm going through, man, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. And then they want this shit out in the public so you look like a fucking maniac. And it's like, I'm not I didn't act like this shit before that bitch came here to talk to me about comments on the fucking internet. Over comments on the fucking internet that I didn't even fucking make. My computer's got a fucking rat on it. I wouldn't put it past them to do it just to fucking get me in this motherfucker, man. Probably some Pegasus bullshit. I know right when they dropped it on me too, man. Man, I am in a lot of pain. A lot. I'm tightening my abs right now. They just said you gotta be whack and there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's like, what do you mean I gotta be fucking whack? What's that even mean? What's that even fucking mean? You gotta be whack. I don't even know what that fucking means. They just said, seriously, you need to stop being retarded and do what we say. It's like, I'm not fucking doing anything you stupid motherfuckers say. I'm just not. Claimant is what I wanted. Which means what they wanted from me was my family's continent. I mean, I believe that, considering the United States' petrodollar's over. Nobody else around the world wants to take it anymore because it's trash. So, getting 511 billion barrels of oil down in Antarctica or Palmerland, it's Palmerland, that's what it was, Christian, is believable. They wanted me to be a claimant. They wanted me to be a Miss Plaskett. I don't want to elaborate on that anymore. If you know, you know. If you don't, but it isn't any secret in DC that they walk amongst us. And apparently I didn't toe the fucking line, and now that's why I'm getting tortured. I don't know. I don't believe that. It's possible. Maybe that's why they want me to say it, so anybody that finds this shit won't help me. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. I'm leaving this here if anybody finds it. Kyle Delaney was a part of what happened to me. That, at least that's his name. I don't know where he works. But I do know for a fact that my cousin Sean Bundick and his friend got pulled over in DC and busted for drugs. And then that's when Kyle came in. I believe they were being monitored by the people who did this to me. In order to get close to me, they knew they were carrying drugs in DC, and they pulled them over and then told them if they work, to get close to me or help Kyle Delaney get close to me, then they could be let off of the charges. I'm not, Neither one of him nor his Sean or his friend ever went to court, or they had him dropped or whatever of the drug charges, and they weren't just shit. You mother. They must get mad. They never went to court. It was around this 2020, but so that's believable. But just they had the kind of drugs that they had weren't just like marijuana or nothing. I'm not sure what they had because I wasn't with them, but I know it wasn't. It was drugs that would have put them away for years. And then Kyle started coming over every single day. This is why I'm bedridden, man. I can't even do anything. I get on and I put a mask, not even a mask, but I try and present myself well so I don't look like a maniac. But they keep dropping this private corporation's name, saying this corporation. I'm not going to say it. This corporation won't let you go without being whack. Is this acting whack right now? Me fucking showing them what you're doing? That's what I'm gonna do. That's whack to me. Showing these people. I don't like getting on here doing this shit looking like this, man. It's embarrassing. That's not the kind of person I want to present to people. But this is just the reality of my day in and day out, man. I'm fucking hurting really bad. Really fucking bad. There's just nothing you can do, man. There's nothing you can do about this shit. There's nowhere you can go. There's just nothing you can do. And the fact that they just let this shit go on to people is fucked up. I know I'm cussing a lot, man. I'm sorry. But I'm hurting. I'm angry. I just want it to stop. Tylenol doesn't work with this stuff. Acetaminophen, nothing works. Get off of my freaking chest, man. Just said leaking your mind is not on the play cards. I don't know with their play card shit. And just if anybody sees this, the woman that my dad was dating, I don't know if he's dating her anymore, Mariah. I'm not sure of her last name, but she knows what's going on with me, and I know she got sent in to get me away from my dad because I had a job with him and stuff. I was doing good. So I know she's involved. Or got contracted by these people, or hired by these people, or works at the CIA or something. I know she knows what's happening. She's probably gonna lie her ass off. It's like somebody takes a freaking hammer and bashes your head with it when they crank it up. The neck thing is like it. I don't. When they do that, That shit, that really hurts, man. I gotta go sit in the shower for like. They just started hitting my shoulders with the shit, man. That's a, now they just started tightening my abs, and it's just like, man, it's non-stop. I don't know. I don't want to show any more of this, man, because this is super whack. You should see it when they. Oh my goodness, man! If I had half the videos of what I got to deal with all day, man, I would look like a fucking maniac. But I'm not. I'm not. And they like to hide it too. So the moment I try and start recording, most of the times, man, they back off of the really whack shit. Moving your head, talking through your mouth, threatening you, threatening your loved ones. It just said private corporation can't have you saying that right now. But that's the truth. I should just sit here and keep recording everything they say when I'm sitting here. It's like, man, I know it's the voice of God technology. That's what it is. I didn't have this shit before that special agent showed up to question me. I did not. And the very first thing that I did, I shouldn't say that, but I didn't know that it was present. Like, I was sitting on the front porch of my aunt's house. I think it was August 27th, or yeah, August 27th, I think, of 2023 or something, 2022. And I was sitting on the front porch. It was raining cats and dogs. And I was helping my friend mow lawns that summer, doing landscaping. And I was sitting there, and they hide what they do by making it sound like a thought before they made themselves known to me. And all they said was, wouldn't it be cool if the White House got hit with lightning? And then the next day, I see articles that 3 people got struck by lightning at the White House. They try and hide their presence, and then when they first let me know that they were there, and then even before they let themselves known, they were like, with the thought, wouldn't it be cool if somebody had the same birthmark as you? And then a day or two later, they're hitting my throat right now, making it really, really coarse. Wouldn't it be cool if somebody had the same birthmark as you? And I shit you not, I went into McDonald's and there was somebody with, and I've never seen that. I've never seen that. And they hide themselves. They hide how they plant thoughts and their voice of God shit to make it seem like it's your thought, but it's not. But they can actually send you thoughts without even using voice too, though. So they make it seem like it's your inner voice that I have. But now, the very first thing that they said when they made themselves known, made it over what they were doing, they said, have you ever had problems with voices in your head? And I was like, no. And they said, you're about to start. And then then it hasn't stopped, man. There's been different operators 24/7 working on me. But I do believe that I do believe they walk away and it's AI sometimes too. I do believe that. But I do know that there's operators from time to time. They're really hitting my abs here right now, tightening them, and my chest. I won't say that, motherfucker. They want me to drop the name of the corporation. I'm just not going to do it. And they said secret society says why not. Smart. That wasn't me. And this is the shit I gotta deal with. But the fact of the matter is, it was the government that did this to me, that started this with me, not a private corporation. I may have ended up in a private corporation's hands, but it was only because the United States government had me in a pool of people that allowed private corporations to pick and choose from and work on this remote neuroscience shit without their consent. So my beef is more with the government for doing this, not a private corporation. But the private corporation may be responsible for a lot of the other stuff. So he just said, homie, how do you find ways to piss me off? And you know why I do? Why I find ways to piss him off? Because I'm not whack enough. Shit. God, please freaking save me. I don't know, people. Just getting through every day like this is a freaking struggle. And it's only gotten progressively worse. I mean, it's been bad the whole time, but it's only gotten worse the last few months. And all I want to do is make it towards this winter, so I can snowboard. That's it. That's all I got to look forward to right now. And I do know for a fact that they went to my child's mother, or they called the police where she was at, to go to my child's mother and tell her not to let my daughter come down the summer they started this. They called her, or they called the local police and had the local police go to my child's mother and tell her not to let my daughter come down in 2024 because they were going to start doing this to me. And then they told her every other year, knowing that they were going to ramp this shit up big time on me this summer. I guarantee you, if you called up whatever, they may not admit it, but I know that they did for a fact. Because what police department goes to a child's mother and says, don't let the child go down there? It just said, believe me when I say you aren't whack enough. And that's the problem. I'm not getting on here acting whack enough. I'm telling the truth on what they did to me and what they're doing to me right now, and they can't stand it. They can't stand it. The fact of the matter is, the United States government did this to me. I don't care about the private corporation part, buddy. More so that they did it to me. Even if they sent me to you, motherfucker. That's their fault. Their fucking fault, and they need to fix it. It was the fucking Pentagon. The Pentagon. 100% the Pentagon. Before this became overt with me, Kyle Delaney, who I know is involved, he said it was going to be at the CIA. So he told me straight up that I was going to be in the CIA, and then that's where it was going to take place. But I'm not sure. The Monarch program. He was even talking about the Monarch program. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Showing me a bunch of whack photos the day this started and I felt all drugged. Showing me all these whack ass photos with like weird paintings. Like psychedelic looking weird paintings. The moment I got like drugged or something, I felt like I drank like a whole vial of acid or something, man, without the hallucinations. Like I don't know what that feels like, but it felt like I was on some sort of psychedelic or something. I don't know, just without hallucinations. And when this first started, that lasted weeks, and then it just became like I don't know if my body got used to it, but it was more like a drugged feeling, intoxicated feeling. And some days are worse than others, but the first few weeks, it was like a never-ending trip. Like I got drugged with a psychedelic of some kind. And the scary part is when he was showing me these photos, he even had my cousins get involved. They were like, Dale, what do you think about this this photo? And they were all like, it was 3 photos, and they were like psychedelic, almost like he did tell him. He told all of them showed me a picture, some psychedelic picture, and then the last one was a bridge, and that was like the first day, and I was like, that's when I was like, this is whack, dude. Were you trying to like program me to see some fucking bridge I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then that's when I went upstairs and I was like, this shit is, I was like, I didn't know what was going on. So I broke down all my firearms, I field stripped them. And Kyle did all, he was, I don't know where he works. don't even know if that's his real name. Kyle Delaney on Facebook. He did coach baseball. I don't want to say the name of the team because I don't. But it was, Wild Bills. I liked Kyle until he poisoned me with some shit. He just said Miss Plaskett's what he wanted. But I don't know. Walkie-talkies. They said, you're not getting the memo, Dale. You're not going to be well off. I.e., like, they said at one point that I was going to be... Never mind. I was going to be exposing this stuff. And then they said I'd be proud of my country after that. And that wasn't me in my head. But get off of me, man, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry for cussing, man. You're not gonna be able to do it. I'm hurting. And that's another thing. I just farted. And they've been doing that to me every single day. There was one day where I literally farted for 3 days, basically nonstop. And again, they do that when they're saying what I'm thinking about is shit. Like on cue. I never had this much gas, but but like a month into it, they literally made me fart and burp nonstop. And then they placed a video in front of me on my YouTube with like Jade something was the video. She's a African American woman, sat in her car a lot. And I believe it was her, and it said somebody's farting and burping a lot. And it was like, I don't know if it was AI or what, probably, but it's like they would use these YouTube videos and then make it known to you that they're for you. I don't know what you would call that. And so, it's like these people that are doing this to me are using AI videos of other content creators and using AI to or sometimes I think they can just literally pop into the back of the video and they'll like touch their nose like this or their eyebrow or cough or something like that. And there's other videos where they, to condition you. And then you'll sit there like, what, trying to figure out, what do they want? What are they doing? And then you go through this, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what it would be called. I'm not knowledgeable on what that would be called, but they literally would hop behind videos and like move the arms of other videos. They've hopped in videos and literally talked to you live as the person in the video and say, well, I'm not gonna, I can't explain it, but they do that. And I think that the CIA uses that in order to communicate with agents in the field abroad. So it just look, so they're not like making a direct video, but when you're watching it, right, they're able to communicate in a way that doesn't look like a communication that another intelligence agency could easily catch. And they're very, very crafty at how they word things that make it sound like it's just part of the video. So they can get on other videos and live time talk to you. You know, and what can they do to other people with that kind of stuff? Drive them insane? You know, that's another reason why it's like it. I think it really is the CIA. I don't know why they're saying private corporation. It has to be the CIA. The amount of level of tools that I've experienced is like some of it's amazing to me as somebody who used to program, but a lot of it is just scary of just how much control that they have over your personal internet. Right? Put you in a dead internet, get you on Discord, and literally take over the server, and then hop behind people, usernames of people that are already in the chat. Which is what I think they did to me when they took me in a chat room that I was in, hanging out with my friends, my old AOL friends on Discord. They took over the server and then utilized a 0-day that used the code prompt to inject me with the rat, because they did it like 3 times. Took over the server and then used screen names that were already in there, and then used the code prompt with a 0-day that popped up an error box when the code prompt, you know, like a buffer overflow that dropped a shell on me or something, or a rat. I don't know exactly how they would have dropped when that error box popped up when that code prompt, you know, and so you could put code in the chat room for people to read, and it says code like an old form. That came up, and then that ran some sort of buffer overflow or something that dropped a shell or a rat on my computer back in 2021 or something that was. And I know that's when it happened. I still got the laptop right here. I haven't found it yet, but I know for a fact someone's been has remote administration access to that laptop, as well as my cell phones, and I believe it's through SIM card. My SIM card. I think every SIM card has remote administration on it for special access people. So, you know, and they've been utilizing all of that technology throughout my entire thing. Placing music videos on my YouTube algorithm. They've been using YouTube the most of things I just thought of. It's the list is so extensive, it's not even funny. They said shut up now. But I'm feeling a little better than when I first started. They backed off quite a bit. I mean, they're still here lightly on the top of my head, but not as much as they were. They just started tightening my abs with this. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. It's just common, man. It's just... Alright, I've had enough. I've rambled enough. I'm gonna it's just like more and more. I could go on. It goes on against me 24/7. I do believe a lot of it's AI. There's just no way a team of people could be doing this nonstop to me. But I do know there are actual operators. So pray for my health, people. Please, please pray for my health. That, I need every prayer I can get. Like I said, at this point, I just want to make it to winter to snowboard. So I'd like to buy a new snowboard, but I'm so broke it's not even funny. So, all right.